Shit. Big Buddha Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Buddha. Welcome back. This is episode motherfucking 19. 19. They said most podcasts don't make it past episode 7, and I'm shitting on y'all. Big Buddha Podcast, and today I have a very, very, very special guest, a dear friend of mine, for like a better part of a decade now, dude. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, wow. But he is he's an artist. He's a writer. He's a philanthropist. He does like crazy car paint jobs and body work, and he's just a jack of all trades. He's a dear friend of mine, and his name is Brian Stringer, and he's here kicking it.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, dog?
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for being here, dude, for real. Like, I was saying that with Harley, but like, you were definitely top 3 people I thought about when I was like, start a podcast, interview people. I was like, well, Brian, you know.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. It's an honor to be here, man.
Hell yeah, dude. He's over there rolling up. I got a joint roll too. We'll go ahead and spark this while you're doing that, and we'll keep it in rotation. So what you been up to, dude, man? You been smoking much?
Yes, I have.
Probably shops at our rival dispensary.
I've been there twice.
We have an excellent street florist.
Yes.
Who I will remain anonymous, but you know.
Right. They've came through in the clutch, man. You know, but I go somewhere else. But yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so it's great. It's great.
Have you found a specific strain from the Illinois category that you've like been like, man, that's the one? What do you buy pre-rolls, or do you buy like flower like you do it right, or what's your flower. That's the top shelf shit. I feel you. Yeah. I stopped fucking with the pre-rolls after a while. It was kind of like it's like candy corn. Like every time I try one, I'm like, ooh, new brand, and they all say like premium, hand rolled, fucking whatever, and then you always light it up and you're like, oh, that's floor sweep. It's fucking yeah.
I've had some where it was just like the best, and you're like, wow, you know. So then you get more, and it's like the worst.
Yeah,
just the opposite.
Yeah, well,
then you feel God, you know.
What's your brand right now? I like Rhythm. If I like Revolution for sure, but like you can't always get Revolution. That's Ozone, or at least the cap is Ozone.
Yeah,
the jar is Verano.
Yeah, I don't really.
So the Smalls is their name for their popcorn nugs.
Gotcha.
Anytime it's like a small thing, and then
Yeah, I just usually look at the
brand and then THC percentage.
I look at the THC percentage.
Crank it up, baby.
That's all I do.
So you know what's funny is like that happens in the shop all the time. Because like everybody that comes through is like, what's the height? They don't care brand, like none of that shit. They're like, what's the highest THC percentage one you got? And like that's cool and all, bro. But like once you like start smoking enough, you start finding strains that are like maybe not as high. And then you're like, man, I got fucking faded off of that. And what it is like there's certain terpenes
right
in these fucking weed plants that like your body reacts differently. And it's not just aromatics. Like the shit gets you higher in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It affects the way you feel, the way it smokes, the way it tastes, the way it smells, everything. So like I've been really digging in on that, trying to find strains with terpene profiles that I agree with.
I know you're like that level.
I have to
of expertise. So
I have to be. I'm going against these fucking Karen and Chad ass med patients.
Oh my god!
Every day that come in and they read fucking whatever they read off of Google, and then come in trying to fucking quiz me on my bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta come prepared. You know, like Slim Shady in a rap battle. I got these bars.
That's dope.
Just in my back pocket.
That's dope.
Yeah, no, I enjoy learning about weed and telling people, and I'm constantly learning. That's part of the nice shit. But you know, yeah, man. How long have you been smoking weed, Brian?
Oh my god, I was a late bloomer. The first time I
ever smoked.
Yes.
How old?
19.
Okay. That's when I started smoking like regularly. I had a really bad experience when I was 14, which I've already told in the podcast, so I won't go into it. But like, like it like freaked me out. So then like 19 was when I started like smoking all the time.
Yeah, the first time I smoked, I didn't get. You know how people say sometimes like the first time they smoked, they didn't get high or whatever.
Yeah.
First time I smoked.
Did you get high?
No, I anticipated it too much, you know.
Yeah, and then you're like, man, I don't know. Am I feeling anything? I'm not feeling anything, bro.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
But
maybe you were just high. You know,
man, the second time
it could have been some sativa, and it was your first time. Like, I don't know, man. Like, you know.
Yeah, I think I was just anticipating it too much, and I was thinking it was gonna be something more.
Yeah.
Than what it was.
Do you remember like when we used to come into a session, and it didn't matter how many people would be there? It'd be fucking 8 people, right? And somehow we'd roll 2 grams of like this brick ass Reggie, dude, and everybody would get so fucking high.
Yep.
You know, and I still to this day I don't know like how everybody got so fucking faced that we were like had like life changing like high experiences. You know, I mean I've never been that high than when we smoked those Reggie blunts.
Oh my gosh,
you
dude.
know. Fucking stupid. Maybe it was the chemicals and shit. We were.
So I have to apologize for. Oh my god, dude! I can't believe that I used to smoke that shit.
What, Reggie?
Yes.
Well,
like, cause I used to be like, man, I'm saving money.
Yeah.
You know, but like
you were smoking.
I was just used to that, right? And like, oh my god, dude! I moved over here. It's fucking recreational. And like
you're spoiled now.
And then like
can't go back.
Oh man.
Can't.
Never.
Yeah.
Like somebody tried to smoke a Reggie blunt with me a couple months ago, and I was just like, I used to fucking smoke this shit on the daily.
Yeah. I'm trying to smoke weed when the weed don't match.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you were 19 when did you start smoking like every day?
Well, I went, like, first time I got high, like I said, I didn't really feel it. And then, like, a week later, I went to a friend's house and,
smoked some better weed.
They were all playing spades and shit, and it was, like, a little party, and, they were passing around a blunt, and, because the first time I smoked, it was a joint.
Yeah.
And, fucking passed around this blunt, and I was like, yeah, weed don't really affect me or whatever, so I was like, I'll hit that shit, you know, and I hit it a couple times, and it came back around, hit it a couple times, and dude, it was crazy, man. Like, you know, that first time where you're just like gone.
Yeah.
Where people are like,
my first time I got really, really high. So yeah,
it was loud as fuck in the house and radio and everybody laughing and talking, joking and fucking dancing and shit. And like there was a little period there where it's like just went quiet and like somebody was in my face talking to me. I could not hear a fucking word they were saying and shit. It was just like total next level, man.
Yeah. Like there's certain things that like movies and TV shows get wrong about the high experience, but like some of those camera angles and like how awkward they make some of those scenes, like some of the tripping and some of the fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some of that really does make sense. Like, you know, they'll like zoom in and like be like, have you ever like thought like, man, have you ever been, I don't know about you, but like I've like taken drugs and gone places, and so I end up places where I'm like, am I the only one tripping balls in this room? Like I am for sure the only one in this Chinese restaurant on 4 hits of acid. Nobody else is on 4 hits of acid in this Chinese restaurant right now. And then I got fucking the dude behind the counter who like I could barely handle trying to talk to me, and like, you know, there's situations like that where I'm like, I have to like psych myself up for that, and then I get in there and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be here. This is really weird. It's like that's how like, but that's tripping on psychedelics. That's how like early marijuana high feels whenever you're like in a public situation that like maybe you can't control, or maybe it's like, you know, like it feels weird. Like, dude,
yeah,
that's how it felt. Like the first few times I got like really high, it was like a psychedelic type experience for me.
Man, I have not. Shit, man, I went to Six Flags probably a week ago, and
yeah, I saw Jeff. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was dope, but it was probably like the most people I've been around since all this shit
COVID,
started. Yeah,
weird.
I haven't really been to no big places.
Did you guys go to like Hurricane Harbor and shit?
Yeah, and it was fucking packed.
I bet that's weird.
It was packed. So like, yeah, and no masks, man. It was. I might have seen 5 people the whole. It was just like the employees was kind of masked up, some of them, but really the people, they weren't. And then even like, you got used to the social distancing, like the 6 feet. I like that shit.
Me too.
I fucking love the 6 feet. But like,
those Karens and Chads are all about the fucking
man. I'm standing in line for Thunder River, dude, and fucking. It's. I mean, everybody was just on top of each other like back in the day, and I'm like, damn. And it was and I'm like, they just threw everything out the window. There ain't no mask. Everybody's just crammed right up on each other. I was like, holy shit, it's gone. It's gone already, man.
It's, rides or something, but didn't you post something? It was like right here drinking a soda, and it was like, your days are numbered, Six Flags, fucking $6 for a Coke or something, whatever it was.
Yeah, $7 for a bottle of soda.
Yeah, dude. Hey, that's real though. They've always been taxing on some shit like that. My parents used to be like, whatever we bring, we're bringing for the day, and so like we try to like pack ahead, but we would always end up getting stuff. We'd like talk them into buying the turkey. Did you see the turkey leg stand? Got fucking... Yes. Holy fuck. Can we talk about that for a second? Since we're talking about Six Flags.
Sure.
Only in St. Louis. They were like... Bro, they looted the turkey stand, bro. There's a turkey leg stand at Six Flags St. Louis. For people that are listening, they don't know. And this is like a staple. Like when I was a kid, we used to like joke. Me and my sister used to like just like the whole way there, we'd be like turkey leg. Like that's all we wanted when we got there, dude. And it tastes like ham. It looks like ham, but it's fucking turkey somehow. I don't know how it works.
Right.
They smoke it or whatever. Somebody,
dude, it was.
What was happening? Did you read the thing?
So
I just saw the video of them fucking like rushing it.
If you hop the fence, you gain access to the turkey legs that are in the back. Yeah. And man,
because they got them in smokers.
Yeah, I seen it like on World Star, dude. It was like,
that's St. Louis.
Man, that's crazy.
Oh my god. This is why we can't have nice things, guys.
When I walked by it last week, it smelled so good. And then the first thing I thought of was like, I looked down and I seen this big old metal pot that was behind it. And I was like, they hopped this fence and grabbed it right there. You know, it's the first thing that entered my mind. They smelled so good. I didn't get one, but
yeah, bro.
Man.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, that was hilarious. They were just grabbing them.
Oh my god.
People were fighting over them.
The footage was crazy, dude. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Jeez. So the fabric in society is so fucking thin and delicate that like literally we're civilized until we have the slightest reason not to be. And like dude, it's just crazy to see some shit like that. So it's so close to home nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? Like I always remember that turkey leg stand as a kid, and like to see people like they were like happy as shit too. Like they got like 2 turkey legs. That one dude was like, "Oh my god!" Like
score.
Like bro, oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Like more than half of them motherfuckers probably got $6 in their pocket to pay for that fucking turkey leg. You know what I'm saying? They were just like, shit, it's going down. We're doing it right now. The turkey leg stand's going down. Let's get it while we can. Like you're not gonna be on footage.
Yeah.
And the one dumbass is sitting there like friends with one of them, and he's like, "World star, look at my friend robbing the fucking turkey leg stand." Went viral.
You know, I'm not even gonna say it, but yeah, like, you know. Okay, I'll say it. So, like, you know, one of them, like, did it and got away with it, and nobody noticed.
Fact. But that one dude's face was all over it.
So then, like, he went and told somebody, and they did it, you know, and that's how it all got out of control.
He anonymously reported it. Yeah.
Damn.
They do that.
Yeah.
Stop snitching.
Man, yeah, if the one dude would have just took one and left and not said nothing to nobody, he probably could go back there every time and take a turkey leg and nobody would ever know. But he was probably bragging and told somebody, and then they were like, I want one. And then, you know.
You never know, man. These feds are going to send some poultry detectives. You know, they do all the poultry, the poultry crimes in America.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude, that's funny as fuck. I saw that. Well, shit, man. I ain't been to Six Flags in forever. I assume I'm too fat to ride the rides now. And so I ain't really have fucking gone. That's some real shit. I fucking like with the fucking click. I just don't want to get on the ride and then have the fucking shit not clack on me. And I'm like, bro, it don't buckle because I'm fat. Like,
I don't trust a bunch of the stuff that I used to trust, man. I just don't trust it no more.
Like Mr. Freeze is kind of old, bro. Kind of old. Bro.
Yeah.
The Ninja's kind of old, bro.
Yeah.
They got some older.
I took my son too, so he's not doing like crazy rides and stuff, man. But yeah, even
Hurricane Harbor's a little gross right now with the COVID situation.
You know, like the log flume is like
classic,
right?
Yeah, what was the one that Riptide fucking?
It is so
whatever they called it.
Old, bro.
Yeah,
it's
tidal wave.
And Ryder's like, I want to ride that. That's the one I want to do is the log flume or whatever. That's his favorite joint. So like, we go there and like we're cruising through the little thing, and I'm just like, man, all this. It just looks all so worn out and old and stuff. I'm like, wow, man, I wish they would like update a couple of these little boards over here.
And fucking great when you're going down it. Like,
yeah, because even on that one, you're like 30, 40 feet up in the air, and it's like, this
one of these
fiberglass looks all worn out on the sides and stuff. I'm like, man,
one of these slides breaks opposed to a slide. Fuck it,
yeah, it's sketchy, but yeah, it's you know.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
We're damn sure not doing any more business in St. Louis after all this. Did you hear what they robbed the turkey leg stand?
Oh my god!
Yeah, Six Flags is never coming back if they leave. You know, they're not gonna put money into St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna upgrade new coasters and shit. Not when they can barely keep the doors open. They're hoping to get their money back right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, well, if it was today, they would never build a theme park here.
Yeah, even some of the rides that I'll be like, would totally ride. Yeah. They're just so old now. I'm looking at them, I'm like, nah.
Even the Boss, right? Like the Boss came out when I was a kid. That's a wood coaster.
Dude.
How many storms has that thing been through? Like fucking...
I was on it 3 years ago and it was like so sketchy.
Rickety and making creaking
noises. That was 3 years ago.
Crazy.
So, yeah. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, man. So fucking. So So did you get high before you went to Six Flags? That's like the only thing I would do. I was thinking. You posted that, and I thought to myself, I was like, I'm gonna eat mushrooms and take my goddamn self on a personal date to fucking.
I have riders, so I just.
No, I understand with you not doing it, but with me, nobody's gonna know that I'm on mushrooms.
No, man, totally. Like
I'm gonna go see shows in the fucking theater. You know what I mean? On mushrooms.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Ride roller coasters on mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Let's do it. We'll record the whole thing.
Oh, man. No.
With GoPros.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brian on ayahuasca on a roller coaster.
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly. It's fucking tea that they drink in the jungles of Peru to trip balls. It's kind of like they have something similar in the States that they make out of a cactus in the desert. It's called San Pedro tea. It's made from a San Pedro cactus, and it's very similar to ayahuasca and the psychological effects that you get. It's kind of, and also I mean they make peyote from a cactus too in a very similar style. You know what I'm saying? So I imagine all those trips are very similar. Mescaline as well. I haven't done mescaline or peyote or ayahuasca or San Pedro tea, but I would love to do any of that if anybody's listening out there. But you kind of have to go to those regions of the world to really, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have like people just growing cactus in their backyard out here, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
It rains too much, our weather's bipolar, a cactus would never survive. You know.
Man, that's like next level herbal herbage, you know.
Isn't that crazy? So like, and I mean Native Americans, right? They figured it all out. I mean, they've been using fucking peyote for centuries, you know, so
right.
Fuck, dude. Like they figured all that shit out. I mean, even like ayahuasca tea, those are all fucking tribes, dude, out in the fucking jungle. There's no like young nerdy white scientists coming up with that shit. That's some shit that they figured out. Like, you blend these fucking plants together and do this thing, and you know, it has like an uplifting, crazy experiments. Well, ayahuasca tea is like people like change their lives on it. Like Joe Rogan's talked about it. Like there's really rich and famous people that like go out to the jungle and fucking do ayahuasca tea once a year to like recenter themselves. And they're like super successful, like millionaires and billionaires and shit, like do this shit. And yeah, like Mike Tyson talks about a form of it. He's talking about licking the toad. And what it is, there's like a toad in the wild out there in the jungle that like secretes this fucking venom when it's like a defense mechanism. Right. But people trip off the venom. It doesn't kill you, but it makes you trip like a motherfucker. It's like DMT essentially. It's kind of like what that's more like.
Opens up your third eye.
Yeah. Yeah. That's essentially what ayahuasca said to do. It just give you that like alternate perspective. And yeah, essentially like they say our pineal gland is like corroded due to like centuries of like fluoride being in our water and us just like eating microwavable dinners for fucking 20 years. And you know what I'm saying? Like we just watch TV and, you know, like all that shit kind of corrodes our pineal gland. And this is what they say, you know, I don't know shit about it. I'm not a fucking scientist, but you know, I do drugs anyway, so I feel like I'm enlightened, bro. Like I feel like you know, like I have a spiritual sense of
You woke.
Yeah, man. No, I just, you know, I don't know, man. I'm definitely an advocate for psychedelics in certain ways. You know, they're definitely not for everybody. Like I tell people, like if you're not mentally strong enough to do it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got bad shit, it could come up. Like you have to deal with yourself. But like, you know, if you've ever dealt with like anger or depression or anything on like a clinical level that you had to like overcome within yourself, if you ever had to do anything like to defeat yourself to get through something, then you know what that's like. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing on mushrooms. Like I'm not like let my mind go to a place like, and if it does, I can handle myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the boss in my own mind. Like that's what you just gotta remember on mushrooms and psychedelics in general.
Didn't they legalize some?
Certain states have.
Like Colorado.
Colorado did, yeah. Washington D.C. surprisingly. So it's not even a state, right? Like Washington D.C., like the district of Washington D.C. fucking decriminalized mushrooms and certain psychedelics. The weirdest fucking thing. Yeah, but right, isn't that the weirdest? But then yeah, Colorado and I think Washington as well. I'm not sure on that, but I know for sure Colorado. But they've looked in, like Washington, other states have looked into it for medicinal benefits. It's been used to treat depression and different things like that. Like, you know, just honestly, I think it's more good than bad. If it's a natural remedy, like one less pharmaceutical, the better. You know what I'm saying? We're not creating addicts. Hopefully, we're like getting at a means to an end. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I've thought about bad trips, quote unquote bad trips. And really, dude, like, sometimes like that's what I needed. You know? Like, I've had a trip that's like kicked my ass before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been emotionally exhausted after a trip, you know, because, like, it was a roller coaster. And I had, like, good and bad. It was up and down, peaks and valleys, smiles and cries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And at the end of it, dude, like, I was like, man, like, the next day, like, I felt better. Like, all those endorphins were out of me. Like, but I felt like maybe I needed that. You know what I'm saying? It kicked my ass, but maybe I needed my ass kicked. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Yeah, dude.
I completely understand that.
I'm trying to do less of them so they're more of a profound experience. Like, if I could, like, trip, like, once a year, I'm cool with that. Once or twice a year. Like, maybe mushrooms once a year, and then, like, I'm still cool with some LSD every now and then. I enjoy it. Yeah, I talk about it and shit.
I don't know anything about it, really, man.
My thing is, like, you just gotta know who you're getting it from. You can test it, and like, that's the one thing I tell everybody out there is, like, test your shit, because, like, people just are it's so sketchy now getting off the street, because people make research chemicals that are really close, and people you can get morning glory seeds and extract LSA out of them, and then, like, they mix that chemically with an amphetamine and then soak it in paper, and then and it gives you a similar effect to LSD, because it's LSA and an amphetamine that makes you stay up. Man. But it's not nearly the same thing. Like, you get cringy from the amphetamine, and then, like, the LSA kind of, like, gives you a mild but not nearly as profound trip as LSD. And so, yeah, man, it's fucking one of those things.
No, man, I think, you know, to each his own. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know enough about it or anything. Yeah. But I know that's not, like, some huge problem in America right now. So, you know, is it?
No,
like, you know,
I mean, it's not
shrooms.
It's not
like shrooms,
it's not
are
killing
they
people? No,
right? So it's not on my radar, really.
I mean, not to say people haven't done crazy shit on shrooms, but like this like goes back to like people are just crazy. If you're crazy, then don't eat shrooms. You know, like if you're a crazy person and you're like, I'm kind of irrational.
You shouldn't be experimenting with nothing,
right?
You know,
you
shouldn't be,
like, your brain chemistry is already off, so you got to, like, approach it with that skew, right? Like, you know where you're coming from. Like, I have a short fuse, or I might go to that place. If there's a place to go, be careful. You know, I've defeated my shit. I used to carry a card in my wallet that said, "None of this is real," and I got it from my friend.
That's trippy.
It was deep. It was deep. He had it in his wallet. And I think it was my friend Kyle at the time. I can't remember exactly. He had one just like it in his wallet. And I thought about it. And I was like, man, that's a great fucking, like, parachute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for, like, when you're tripping, like, shit. Like, bro, if I'm, like, really wrapping my head around something and I'm freaking out, that card's gonna ground me. I'm gonna pull that card out, but, like, damn, it's not real. Hold up. I'm tripping.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it worked. I don't need the card anymore.
Pull you back.
I'm a big boy.
Mechanism.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
For sure. Like, it was just kind of like I mentally told myself that was.
I thought you meant like as a whole, like the Matrix, man.
None of this is real, bro.
Yeah, like I mean,
damn, you were like, damn, that's deep.
Yeah, I was looking at it like another level.
No,
like
I'm saying, like, I'm tripping.
Oh shit!
Like, this ain't real. I'm tripping. Like if I was like in bad mental space.
Right.
It's funny.
Right.
Yeah, man. So like you just started, smoking weed every day after 19. You were like, fuck
shit.
it. Hanging with the boys,
yeah,
playing dominoes.
Man. It just became more popular, and I was wild, man. I needed something to calm my ass down. So
is that a different kind than you rolled earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. Tasted different.
Yeah.
I dig it. Sorry to cut you off. We're smoking and shit. Yeah.
Good.
Normally I have like a strain I try. We're smoking like blue sour diesel over here on my end. And
this is like Piranha something.
We did some fucking mimosa dabs or some shit, and yeah, we up in this bitch. But like my thing was like with marijuana, I feel like it helped me more than it hurt me, and I'm not gonna say it's like great for everybody the same way I wouldn't advocate mushrooms and shit for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But like,
right.
I had a means to a problem. You know what I'm saying? And in terms of like me self-medicating myself to like treat my PTSD from my mom dying. You know what I'm saying? In such a sudden fashion, and I was such a mama's boy. It was like a big thing, and I like went through some like life moments, and she wasn't there, and like really shit kind of fucked with me. And like honestly, if I wasn't doing weed, I would be doing like a lot. Like I did do like pills for like a short period, and like I tried to like anything I could get my hands on. I was trying to luckily I didn't do like heroin or crack or none of the crazy meth or none of that shit, but. I tried some other shit, and it was just like, I eventually had to reel it in, and I think weed always helped me ground. Like, weed was always there, at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever
yeah.
I quit doing whatever, I could always go back to that. And it was something that never really hurt me, because I could quit tomorrow, and I'm not going to have, like, withdrawals. I might be a little irritated, but I'm going to fucking, there's no, like, I'm not going to, like, sell my car to get more weed.
Right.
Yeah,
man. I don't understand the whole addiction thing where like I understand
anything that we enjoy can be an addiction, right? A vice, you know what I mean?
I don't understand how people throw everything away to essentially party. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm talking about
literally throw away their their families, they will sell all their items. They'll, I don't get that. There's no, there can't be no feeling good enough.
Yeah.
To like do that.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't reached it yet.
I don't hate on people at all, man, and people want to do stuff like socially or whatever, but like.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, see, like I was talking about, like, cocaine and sex, right? Both great things.
Right.
Nobody argues that, like, those things aren't fun. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I don't really, like cocaine was, like, cool. Like, it was cool, like, for, like, 15 minutes, and then, like, I needed to do more or else it wasn't cool anymore. And then, like, the next day, I never woke up and was like, yeah, I want to do more cocaine. Never. Not once. You know what I'm saying? And so... when it comes to, like, and it's the same thing with, like, a sex thing, right? Like, if I'm looking at, like, a one-night stand type situation, right? It's fun. I'm not going to throw my life away on it.
Right.
Like, am I going to sell my car to have sex with this person? Or do I want to, like, ruin, if I'm, like, married, am I going to, like, ruin my marriage? Or whatever it is to, like, with a one-night stand,
Right.
It's like crackhead shit. When it comes to, like, cocaine, it's like, coke's fun. It's not that fun. I'm going to sell my car for cocaine.
Yeah.
No,
it's...
Yeah. I felt the same way, but like maybe I just haven't reached that level of addiction in my own personal, And I'm the first one to say, dude, that, like if I've thought about it today, am I addicted to weed? Yes.
Right.
I'm addicted to what I identify as a coping mechanism for whatever the fuck it is that I go through. Like, it balances my brain. It's a safe alternative to other shit that I could be doing.
Right. Man, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, dude.
Say whatever you want.
Because I smoke weed.
Yeah.
Like,
Say whatever you want, because I honestly
very often. I don't want to sound like a hypocrite.
I don't want to say
I'm
it's
like,
healthy.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Man, it's my. You know, if say we're addicted to weed, right?
Right.
But it doesn't
affect my life in a negative way.
Right.
I'm functional.
Right. With or without? Can you go without?
Yeah.
Right.
I went a whole month to prove to myself I could do it, and I was irritable for like the first couple weeks. My sleep schedule was off. I didn't eat right but like after a couple weeks, that shit went away, and I was normal again. And after that, I just fucking, you know what I thought about? Everybody that quits weed always talks about, oh, the clarity, man. I got so much more focus. You know what, dude? After a month of not getting high, I wanted to get fucking high again. I was like, dude, you know what? I just like being stoned.
I quit for about a month, and you know, it was like a little over a month, and I wanted to. I'm like, man, I want to smoke again, you know.
Yeah, I've thought about it, the comparison though, because like we're talking about the addiction thing,
right?
And like I'm sorry to cut you off, but like heroin, right? Like heroin, it's an addiction. It's like so strong, pulls people in, they can't stop doing it, right?
Right.
When it like they do that to escape whatever reality they're in. Like whatever like pain or whatever the fuck they're going through, or like you know like they're escaping reality in a sense to do dope, whatever it is, cocaine, heroin, crack, meth, whatever it is.
Right.
With weed, I'm not trying to escape reality. I'm enhancing my reality, in a sense.
Right.
And I've always tried to look at it like that, like I'm enhancing what I'm doing, like because it doesn't take me out of my reality in any way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
No, not at all. Yeah, I hate this, you know, like basically people that do other types of drugs, they'll say the same shit that we're saying right now.
Oh, okay.
About their stuff.
I see what you're saying.
You know, they'll
got you.
They'll be like, it enhances my life.
But that don't,
you know?
I see what you're
but
saying.
like,
so it sounds like justification from an outside point of view.
I don't want to sound like a hypocrite.
No, that makes sense. I'm glad you said it.
But
because for someone that's listening right now, we're smoking weed, but for someone that's listening that doesn't smoke weed,
right?
That's how I sound right now, right? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
I don't want to sound like a hypocrite.
No, you're right.
But
you're right. I'm glad you said that. I never thought about it like that.
So one of the damn, I keep bumping this.
Yeah, but I mean, what is it, bro? Like I use cheeseburgers.
One of the differences is you cannot overdose on this. You can't just die on this.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it doesn't cause cancer, at least that we know of.
Right.
You know.
It's you know.
See, but dude,
there's a big difference with this one.
But if I go
pretty
to
much all of them.
If I go to McDonald's every time I'm sad, and I get 2 cheeseburgers, eventually those motherfuckers are gonna kill me, bro.
Right.
And is that the same thing as if like when I smoke a joint when I'm sad to like uplift me or to you know what I'm saying? Like there's something that we all do. It's whether it's coffee, it's fucking Xanax from my doctor because I don't like the other parents at my kid's soccer game.
Yeah.
Or, you know, whatever, wine or whatever the fuck it is that people are doing. There's something that we do. It's a vice. You know, we're working on cars or whatever it is. Like you dive yourself into something, a hobby, an addiction, overeating, over drinking, whatever it is, dude. We all do it. It's a human nature, man.
Right.
We all find a vice and we fucking choke it to death. Some are healthier than others.
Right.
Some provide, you know, people money. Like these people that are addicted to YouTube, like curating content. Boom. Like, bro, if one of those blows, you have hella content. If you're just like Steve-O, he said he did that, swapped his drug addiction for YouTube. And he said that, like, literally he's addicted to making content now. Like every day he wakes up and gotta get content out. Gotta get content every day. So like it's literally, he's just found a healthy way to bridge his addiction to something else. He has this obsessive way, and he found a way to like latch it onto something that could create him more money. Yeah. And that's within all of us, man. Like that obsessive thing towards whatever it is. We can refocus it, you know what I mean? Like lately I've been kind of addicted to like building guitars and spending money I shouldn't on guitar parts, trying to like, you know, and like that's like whatever it is at the time, you know, we all find our muse and whatever it is, dude, we fucking exploit the shit out of it. This is a way safer alternative though. I appreciate your perspective. That was fucking, because like it totally pulled me out of what I was saying, but like it totally like,
my bad, man.
No, you're right. No, absolutely. What you said was right, because I was like, dude, from someone that doesn't smoke, I'm gonna sound like that crackhead trying to be like, look, man, I only smoke crack like on Fridays, and like really, like it enhances my life, bro. Like I'm a better person when I smoke crack. You know, you're not when you smoke crack.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Like I said, I was pretty wild, pretty high strong.
Green crack.
Naturally, just like high strong.
Yeah.
And anxiety, you know, just, you know, life, dude. Stress, anxiety. Yeah, and I would rather.
You're an indica guy, right?
No.
No?
No.
You smoke to relax, or you like the sativa for like creative stuff?
Yeah.
You're in the middle probably somewhere, right?
Well, I like them all. I like the hybrids.
Yeah.
I like both.
See, I'm so sensitive to indicas, bro. Like I try not to like. If I could choose,
yeah,
I can't go that way.
Yeah, I do the sativa more than anything.
Yeah,
if it's an option.
Me too. It's because you're an artist, man. It's kind of like
I got stuff to do.
Yeah, well, that too.
Like people associate like smokers with being lazy.
Facts.
But no, I don't drink coffee, man. I don't. And like I said, I would rather, like with anxiety or whatever, or like stress or anything, or just hurt wrists from working or whatever, I'd rather smoke a joint.
Yeah, smoke weed about it.
Than take pills
Facts.
and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, man, I smoke me a little tater and smoke a blunt or whatever, dude. I'm good. I don't, shit, man.
Hell yeah.
I don't drink. I'm a smoker, man.
Me too. Yeah, at this point, I'm
a straight smoker, dog. But yeah, man. To each his own.
Yeah. So have you found a strain that you like more than others in recent months that you can think of?
Man, I like the Dog Jam. I like the Black Mamba.
Okay.
I like
yeah.
Man, I forgot.
So Black Mamba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's an indica.
Yeah, that one's an indica. Yeah. The Dog Jam was too. It's an indica dominant hybrid.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Snoop Dogg, man. Snoop Dogg got the indicas out there.
Yeah. Right.
Smoking that Indo, baby.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I just been leaning on these brands, bro. I've been buying, and I'm trying to get my Street Force business too, because he's always got bomb shit, dude. But like at work, it's just so tempting because they'll be like, "Oh, 30% off today for employees," and you're like, "Oh no shit!" Plus my fucking medical discount.
Yeah.
It's just hard to say no sometimes. But yeah, dude, it's been nice. I've been trying a lot of shit out, and I ain't been working on music as much as I should, and I've been kind of feeling a little guilty. Just because, but I've been building guitars and I've been playing more guitar, but like that's really, like it's like practice to me, right? Because I'm not like writing songs and putting it towards like making beats and whatever. Then I'm just sharpening a sword that I don't use. You know what I'm saying? Like if you never go to war, if I never strike steel with another person, I'm just in my house fucking sharpening this sword. Like this is a sharp motherfucker, man.
I think it's amazing, man. I think it's amazing that you can actually build the guitar and then play it.
Well, I mean, I'm not like cutting wood yet, but I want to.
I mean,
I'd like to carve it from a solid piece of wood. I was looking at countertops.
I mean, it's all taken apart and everything. You got to completely assemble. I stripped
them down, because I wanted to.
Yeah, I've never seen one stripped down like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. And then you're going to put it together. Yeah. And like you can actually play it.
Well, and there's all kinds of shit you got to worry about, like with like neck angle and like intonation and like the right.
I'm sure.
Like everything, you gotta like you have like one of those caliper things, so like get all the radius of everything before you order replacement parts, because like everything's so fucking.
It all matters.
Little fucking half inch or a quarter inch off, and you're fucked. No,
I think. It's amazing.
It's a hobby, is what it is.
It's amazing, dude. That's super cool,
It's
man.
my midlife crisis fucking.
That's dope.
Hobby.
There's nothing wrong with it.
But it's cool, bro. Yeah, I'm learning how to do it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Honestly, it's stemmed from me playing guitar for 15 years. Yeah. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, why do I still pay other people to fucking work on my own guitar?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I felt shitty about it, but when it came down to it, what I had to do is I had to order like $200 worth of fucking tools.
Right.
Because, guitar luthier tools are special. And I even got the cheap ones, like off Amazon and shit. Like, there's like, there's specialized tools that are like $200, $300 on their own. Just one file. A $200 file is just one file you know, that's like diamond cut or whatever the fuck, and it like shreds your frets down to a perfect fucking...
Tools are everything.
Yeah. And so I had to do that because I figured out I had a whole bunch of shit I didn't have. Plus, I know nothing. Like, I've never worked on anything. I don't even know about tools. I'm in Harbor Freight, like, looking lost. They thought I was stealing shit because I was just walking around aimlessly. And I was like, once one of them found me, I was like, they were like, do you need help? I'm like, yeah. Actually, I have a whole bunch of questions. Like, if you're done following me around, we could fucking, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe you could show me where some of this shit is. Like,
So, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I go to Home Depot, that happens, too. I get followed.
Customer service has changed so much, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Well, I look how I look, so it's a fucking problem. I told Allie, like, I started wearing polos and dressing like a good little white boy when I go out to those places now.
Yeah.
And it, like, kind of works, but, like, I still got tattoos and shit. You can't, like, hide all of it. I don't know what it is, bro. I just, like, they look at me and they're like, dude, this guy's got 2 fucking Thanksgiving turkeys under his shirt. Like, I don't know what it is. They think I'm stealing every time. It's fucking weird.
I get stereotyped too, man.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is super weird, dude.
If I'm in my work clothes, I get stereotyped.
Weird, bro.
That's when I need the fucking tools.
Yeah.
And shit. I'm running up here last minute.
I swear.
Getting some shit.
And
of course I look like shit. I'm about to be under a car.
Yeah.
Getting oil on me, like, so
You should be used to that.
I'm putting my old shit on.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's like some old guy that like gears up and gets fucking dressed up like all week. He's like, I can't wait to go to Saturday morning to Home Depot and I'm gonna get my nice shirt on. And but like the rest of us are like you. Like I've run here for a part or a tool.
Yeah.
And fucking that's it. Like I'm working. I came here for a sec. You know, for me, it's just like I go up there for something. And I always end up getting followed. And then, like, it always offends me how fucking super cop all the employees are. And then as soon as you ask about a specific thing, they're also fucking clueless.
Right.
Because the place is huge.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, I have no idea where this is. They're like, I don't even know what you need. And I'm like, why you fucking work here?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? It's like the 16-year-old kids that work at Guitar Center. And they're like, do you need help? I'm like, no, you do.
Yeah. You know more than them.
Bro.
Yeah.
And I've been applying there since I've been 16, and I just want to say, fuck Guitar Center.
Oh, that's fucked
I'm going to go on record and say, fuck Guitar Center.
That's
we got beef.
up.
I'm going to hit you up.
That's fucked up.
Fuck Guitar Center.
Damn.
Goddamn Walmart guitar shops.
They're lost.
Dude, think about that. They're the Walmart guitar shops. They're putting guitar shops all over the nation out of fucking business. Mom and pop fucking old man shops that have cool-ass guitars and amps. Hand-me-down shit that they're selling. The fucking Guitar Center's taking all the business, dog.
Damn.
And they're offering $10 cheaper lessons and these fucking cheap ass luthier setups.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I know you don't care about any of that shit. Fuck Guitar Center.
No, I believe you, man. I've dealt with them.
Yeah, I know you have
with them, man.
over microphones and shit.
Yeah,
they're hella petty, bro.
I've dealt with them.
Hella petty. Yeah, you go in there and they're always like, oh, it's not that much I can do for you, man. You know, it's fucking, it's $999.99. That's going to be fucking $2,000 after taxes and the specialty fucking warranty. And if you want the protection, we're going to have you sign over your car.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, dude, the goddamn, he said it was $700 on the fucking ad.
Man.
And now I am $2,500 deep, and my mom's mad at me, and you know, every time I went to Guitar Center, that was how it was. It was always pulling teeth, you know.
Yeah.
Like I guess they're so used to getting haggled that now they're like they got a defense mechanism. They're like, this ain't the fucking flea market, guy.
Yeah.
You know.
We don't care what the fuck eBay says.
Yeah. would you haggle with Walmart?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, then pay your fucking employees a decent rate and don't pay them off commission like a fucking...
Oh, are they on commission?
All of them.
Damn.
Yeah. And that's why they're all like, hey, can I help you? Do you need your ass wiped?
Yeah.
Is your, you know?
Yeah.
Like every time you go in there, it's like fucking...
Oh, my God.
You're like fighting them off.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I literally just came in here to play some of your guitars I can't afford on an amp I can't afford and waste your time. So, since I've been 16,
enjoy the show.
Hell yeah, dude. Sit back. I'm going to play this.
Is this mic on?
Yeah. I'm going to play this fucking AC/DC riff you've heard every day for the last 20 years of your life.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Stairway to Heaven.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
you guys, dude. Yeah. Guitar Center's bullshit, dude. It's a monopoly. Fuck monopolies, dude.
I bought a bunch of mics from them and lights and...
Well, there's no point now. It's fucking everything's online now, dude. You get everything cheaper online.
Yep.
Fuck, dude.
Yep. Even with the cars. I took a break from the music, started fucking with cars. That's my hobby that I'm spending way too much.
And I'm scared of shipping, but like something like that happened to you today, right? Like or recently, right? Like you had a part like I was scared of shipping for that reason. Like something doesn't come and I'm super pissed now that it's not here. Like maybe I have a deadline, I'm fucked, or maybe I just wanted it and I'm excited. Yep. But it gets lost and then they fucking refund it and then it shows up.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was $300.
I love it. That would never happen in a store.
I was stressed.
That would never happen if you walked into fucking advanced auto parts that don't have that part anyway. But like I'm just hypothetically.
Completely. Yeah.
Funny.
Yep. It's sketchy, man. But yeah, the parts are cheaper online, dude. Yep.
It's the future. You know what I'm saying? You get on Amazon. Fuck, I could have it primed in my house in a few hours. They'll have it to you before dinner and shit.
Yep.
I thought that, and then every time I've ordered on Prime, it's been some fucking bullshit where they're like, "We've lost your package. Oh, sorry, it's late."
Man, I ordered a toy gun for my son last week, and it showed up the next day.
Yeah.
The next day. It was so trippy, dude. I'm like, what the fuck, man? It showed up it was $15.
It's crazy.
So it was like cheap as fuck, and it was like
it had to be close to you or something. They had like a fulfillment center next to us that had it, or
it was so trippy. I'm like, that is fucking unbelievable.
It's weird.
And my son was like, he's 8, so he's like, I can't wait till it's like I order it and it's like pew, and it's like here. And I'm like,
it'll happen.
I'm like, fucking 30 years from now, it probably will.
Shit,
10 very similar to that.
10 years, we're gonna have teleportation.
Oh my god.
My guy Elon, he ain't gonna die for another 100 years. You know what I'm saying? Elon's got the Neuralink coming out next year. We're gonna be cyborgs and shit. I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
Oh my god.
Like, isn't it crazy?
Some of the interviews are so weird, man.
He is a weird fellow.
Like,
he looks like a robot, kind of. Like he does.
Now he's all like a robot and shit.
He is, but I think he's on the Neuralink, bro. I think he's on it already, bro. I think he's test piloting that fucking thing.
So he's a
cyborg already.
That's so fucked up. I don't.
What if he's got like Terminator vision, where he's like,
look,
this dude's a pedophile, and like it, like you know what I mean?
Okay, so obviously you've seen the footage where he's like fucking looking like a robot, like he's scanning shit in his head. And shit.
That's weird.
I think he's like hyping his shit
up. Leaning into it.
I think he's totally fake.
He knows people are talking about it, so he's like,
oh yeah, he's like,
he named his kid X.
He's like, well, Jeff and Bill aren't robots. You know what I'm saying? He's like, not only am I a billionaire, I'm a robot now. You know, dude, like,
it is kind of weird how like the world's in such a weird place, right? Where,
he's like a robot smoking a joint.
when nobody's tripping off that. Elon Musk comes out and does some weird shit like that, and nobody's tripping. And then like these alien ships or like these UFOs like seemingly like attack this Navy fucking ship or whatever the fuck it was. Like nobody's giving a shit. Like the CIA came out and was like, yeah, there's aliens. And everybody's like, oh, we don't give a fuck, COVID and whatever, dude. Like,
it blows my mind, man.
Bro, like for so long, that was the one thing. We're like, let us know if aliens are real. Tell us if they're real.
I don't talk about this shit around my friends because they just don't. They're not in that. They don't pay attention. They don't like.
They're not cool.
They don't fucking. They know nothing about what I'm talking about and shit. And I'm like, how do you not fucking know? Like some of this shit that's happening right now that is insane.
Do you think it's possible that there's humanoid aliens living amongst us? Like, do you think everyone on Earth is a human, is what I'm saying? I know this is kind of getting in that reptilian area. I don't want to say reptilians, but like if there's like a, you know what I mean? Because like if maybe there's an advanced race that's figured out how to really do like the whole appearance thing. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that. Because, like, there's got to be something smarter than us, right? Like, I think that's the vanity of man. We always talk about how we're the smartest on the food chain. You know what I mean? Perhaps that's real. Like, we're the only one with, like, you know. I mean, I don't know that dolphins don't have fucking, like, cities under the sea. But, like, they're smart. They're not as smart as us. Or maybe we just have thumbs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, what the, you know. But it's the vanity of man to think we're the smartest thing in the world, right? We're definitely not the smartest thing in the galaxy.
I'm you know, there's a lot of conspiracies that are like crazy, like far-fetched.
We're in a simulation, and
I'm open-minded enough to like consider things with an open mind to hear them and to like I'm very open-minded about like conspiracy theories and stuff. Just
I entertain the thought
as if, you know,
it's healthy.
Yeah, it's
exercise, right? It's healthy. Like I gotta question things.
If you know, you're saying the earth is flat.
Yeah.
You know, show me.
Yeah.
I won't just like laugh at your ass.
Right.
And all that. Show me some fucking proof. You know what I'm saying?
I've got a couple friends that like believe in Discworld, like that like type of shape.
With the firmament and everything.
Yeah, with like the thing, like the dome thing on top, and it's an interesting theory. Like I listen to them talk about it. Those people by no means are stupid or like crazy people, you know, but they just believe that, or you know, they think that like that's possible. And whatever, dude. I mean, like, you know, people believe in the Bible, and that says some really crazy shit. So fucking Dome World's not that nuts. You know what I'm saying? Although right. The only thing I disagree with is like, you know, those people are saying that like NASA's been sending us fake images of every image we've ever had from space ever has been some CGI fucking conception that like the government has been like, well, we should release an image this year. You know, it's been kind of quiet. Maybe they're losing faith in the whole space thing, and then they drop like a photo of Mars for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
It's like I don't understand, you know, like that thought process. But other than that, like, because like the Dome World, also part of that theory is that the dome is impenetrable, which means we've never been to space. So like,
right.
But like, literally, there's been a guy who like jumped from space and like with a GoPro. Like
I don't understand the theory of here's the one thing that fucks me up, and I don't know, you know. So with us spinning, like we're rotating on our axis or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we're going around the...
Don't they say that we spin so fast we don't feel it? Or is it that we spin so slow that we don't feel it?
Well, like we're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour.
So fast.
Right.
So fast that we don't notice it.
Right.
Right.
1,000 miles an hour.
That's what they said.
And then...
It's very interesting.
And then we're rotating around the sun at like 6,600 miles an hour or 4,400 or whatever. Thousands of miles an hour. And then... all of the planets in the sun in our solar system are traveling through the galaxy at like what 233,000 miles an hour
in this galaxy,
right?
Which is a part of the universe which you've already found is bigger through the Hubble
which
telescope.
Is trippy. When you think about that, that's a trippy thought.
Yeah.
Say we're really doing that and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we've been taught.
And so then they talk about parallel galaxies that have like potential like alternate realities, right? Like there could be another world essentially where there's like other human type species that have, you know.
Well, how do you see the same stars every night? Same spots.
Weird.
And shit. If all this rotation is taking place.
Well, that's a very interesting point. So I've been watching a lot of like Native American stuff. There's something to astrology, you know, because like every culture ever has always like when you trace the roots back. They all studied astrology. Every story, even the shit in the Bible, like the story of Jesus and everything can be broken down to astrology. It's been told in a bunch of different religions throughout history. It's the same story. You know what I'm saying? Born on December 25th, died, resurrected 3 days, virgin birth, all that shit gets replicated because it's able to be explained through a story surrounded and rooted in astrology. Because these fucking old dudes were staring at the stars and came up with a story for the seasons and how it reacts to the world, you know? And this is where it all came from.
Yeah, it's trippy that, like, I like learning about all the pyramids and stuff like that, where it's like...
It's very interesting.
They're all aligned.
Well, they say that there was actually, like they were talking about how there was like a larger breed of human at that time that I guess we would consider giants.
Well, they all have similar stories.
But I'm saying we always wondered who carried those bricks, right?
Right.
Like it would take 1,000,000 slaves,
right,
to carry those bricks, even to put them there.
Right.
Well, if they had large ass fucking slaves,
giants,
you know, very possible. They said there was a larger breed of human that existed in that region of the world in that time. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's very interesting to like think about what was in the world. We already know like dinosaurs and shit were here. Like, is that really so far fetched? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And, well, it's like all these different places all over the world, they're all aligned with each other perfectly. They're all, you know, certain civilizations are like thousands of years apart.
Yeah.
Very similar stories. Look
Yeah.
like the same.
Super similar.
Look, some of them have like real intricate designs and stuff. Look like the same person designed both of them on opposite sides of the world.
Super weird. The crystal skulls are really interesting. That's to that point. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
They're all found in different regions of the world, seemingly carved by different.
That's the stuff I open my mind up to and like love to learn about because it's
because they had to have the same knowledge. They were different people that made those. Whoever made those had the same fucking knowledge.
Right.
Same thing with the pyramids in different regions of the world. How the fuck do South Americans know what Middle Eastern fucking Egyptian architecture is like?
Right.
To build those pyramids in the exact same shapes.
And they're perfectly aligned
To the North Star?
Yeah.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, guys.
And even when they're, there's certain caves and stuff with like thousands of like Buddha statues and stuff that are like carved, like
weird
in ways that they still can't replicate, and like even the way they cut the bricks, they're like, we don't have the technology to do that today. We can't move that today, so like.
And I believe that there's cities underwater that we haven't been able to get to.
Yeah.
I really do.
Totally.
The world's geographically, like they say in 10 years, like New Orleans isn't going to be a place.
Right.
Like it's going to get swallowed by the sea at some point.
Yeah, start changing again.
Yeah. There's the line of what the coast is, where the beach is. Like what we know as New Orleans is probably going to be swallowed up in, the better part of like 20 years.
That's sad.
It is sad, but like, and I would be worried as shit if I had property in Florida or California or any of those places. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I heard somebody say that Florida was America's dick. And I was like, that's so fucking accurate. But yeah, man, I'm going to be sad when Florida and California don't exist anymore. But eventually it'll happen, dude. It'll get swallowed by the sea.
Jesus.
Because like the world exists before us. It'll exist after us, bro. Like people think we're ruining the world. No, we're going to kill ourselves, dude. The world's going to regenerate. It will fucking destroy us like a fucking infection and then push us out. And then after that, it's going to fucking eventually rehab itself. It'll heal itself. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. Because, like, dude, if we're digging up dinosaur bones, that means that something killed something that was way bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? And these things died in such a massive fashion that everybody's like, oh, what are those? Like none of us wonder like where the fuck we came from in the meantime.
The guy was like, them kind of boring. Let's get rid of dinosaurs. Hey, I had fun with them for a while. So, we're going to get rid of the dinosaurs. And we gonna...
There was some caveman like fucking...
create humans.
And then they came out like, damn, that was a crazy storm. Damn, all those big ass lizards are gone, no.
What did Lil Dicky, what's that video?
Earth or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, what he's talking about.
Oh, you talking about Pillow Talk.
Pillow Talk.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, it's funny, man. But I believe in aliens. I believe in dinosaurs. Like I heard somebody say, like a Christian said that God put dinosaur bones in the earth to test our faith.
Yeah, they think that...
I thought that was fucking hilarious.
That's crazy.
The concept of that thought, like as a serious thought. God put dinosaur bones in the earth to test our faith. Get out of here. Because honestly, like dinosaurs existing and in the aging process that we have in archaeology, dude, you literally, it rules out the Bible's timeline altogether. Because the Bible's like, oh, the Earth's like 2,000 years old. Oh, really? Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they didn't know.
Dude. And so, like, I'm thinking, like, we've restarted a few times. And, like, that's what I think about aliens and all that shit. Like, I think aliens have been here, they've seen us, and, like, they've been like, damn, they're back at it again, huh? Like, I think they come here when they're bored. It's probably like a bad reality show that they can watch. Like, it's fucking, like, Humans Gone Wild, fucking MTV2 late night fucking reality show style shit for them. It's like watching Cops. Is what Earth's like for them. I don't imagine they want to fuck with us if they're real. They fly past here and probably laugh at us. Like it's not like we're definitely not where they're at intellectually. And I think that the human race as a whole, we've rebuilt so many times. Like we've definitely been like whoever the fuck ran Atlantis probably had technology comparable to ours is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I believe. I believe Atlantis because Plato wrote about Atlantis and he said it was 6,000 years ahead of his time. And he said he was there. He stood in Atlantis, and he said that they were, as far as technology and everything, they were 6,000 years ahead of him. And then, you know, now Atlantis is gone off the face of the fucking earth. There's been places that they speculated that, like, oh, this might have been Atlantis, or this might have been where he was talking about, because there's been places where they found, like, places that have gone underwater.
Right.
And they think about it. But, like, for such a glorious fucking huge city, it must have crumbled into the sea. It's somewhere.
Right.
This place exists somewhere, bro. Plato wasn't bullshitting.
Right.
He's a famous philosopher even then. He didn't have to make shit up.
Right.
Which is what some people would like to suggest, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's interesting, man. Like I think like humans have started over, dude. Like whoever built the pyramids, bro, that shit's cut. Like our laser diamond cutters now can't cut perfect angles the way some of those stones are cut.
Right.
Even now, bro.
Right.
Today, if we tried to rebuild the pyramids today,
yeah, I know.
It would be close.
That's what intrigues me and stuff when it's because it's like that's fact.
Somebody had more knowledge.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's not even conspiracy.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Those are facts, bro.
Right. So yeah, I love learning about stuff like that, man. I get way into it, man.
Have you ever smoked an inside out joint?
No.
All right, it's the same way you smoke a regular joint. It just lighted a little different.
What?
So yeah, so like you roll, it's exactly how it sounds. You like roll it inside out, and then eventually like where you tuck is like where the gum paper meets the joint, essentially. Yeah. And so like I got this little flap here, so it looks kind of funny. But you'll see what I'm about to do. It's kind of, I'll light the hemp wick first, and then I'll light it. I found it online, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. And like essentially you just like light the side of it, and then let the fucking. We're gonna light the side of it, and then it like runs up the side of it, kind of. I gotta switch hands. Doing something, you know. Thank God for hemp wick, y'all. It's fucking holding my flame up and shit right here. All right, man. So yeah, like I light the flappy side, and then essentially it like runs up the side. Ooh, it lit the wrong side. Oh no! Oh no! It lit the oh, dude, fucking fail. All right, they had to do that on the air. I don't even care. I'm gonna light the other side in pride. Just let y'all know that didn't go perfect. I'm kind of glad it's not on the video and shit.
I've never seen one of these.
Well, that's not how it's supposed to go. I just lit the mouthpiece because
okay.
I fucked it up.
Okay.
I fucked it up. Well, it'll still smoke.
Okay. Kind
of sad. But fucking cross joint, man. Can't even smoke this thing on my own. Yeah, Pineapple Express. Man. We bust out the cross joint, Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
This is the fucking. It was just an inside out joint where it's kind of flappy on the mouthpiece now because this is where we were supposed to light. It's supposed. So the flame's supposed to travel up the joint along the gum line and then light the top of the joint.
That's dope.
And you're supposed to hit it, and it is dope when it does it right. It's dope. I've never had one do what it just did, but of course, while I'm recording,
live.
That's the way life works.
Right.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, man, fucking. It's been a good time sitting here kicking it with you, man. Fuck, it's been a minute.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Too long, man.
Too long, man. And I'm sure the people wanted to hear from you. I'm sure you got some people that are still in line from the music era of your existence.
Yeah, man. I love all the fans and the ones that have kept in touch and send me messages and hit me up and all that good stuff. I love all you guys, and yeah, man. I told you earlier, I'm close to making some new music.
Absolutely.
I want it to be
right,
definitely right. But yeah, man, just fun. I just want to have fun with it, man.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about that. Just in general, like music. And how it pertains to my life. Because there's a lot of things we do in life that don't necessarily provide, anything we enjoy. Could be a fucking, you guys could be snacks from the fucking, that note, man.
Fucking all good, bro.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the side we live, but yeah. Yeah, but like, how music pertains to my existence, right? And like, if I'm not doing it to make me happy, if I'm not doing it because I love it first, before anything else, like, it could bring profit, it could bring attention, it could bring hype, it could rid my depression out of my life, it could do a whole bunch of things.
Right.
But if it doesn't make me happy first, like doing it, if making it doesn't make me happy, then none of it fucking matters, dude. You know what I mean? And like, for too long, I've been like, creating based on other people's perception of what I'm gonna do or what I should do, or like, are they gonna like this, instead of just like creating from, you know, my headspace or my heart or whatever the fuck I'm you know, ventilating at that particular time. You know, it's like I've been thinking, you know, and that's the same thing in hip hop, you know, and everything that we do. You know, it's like a certain like passion comes, it has to be applied in order to do it the right way.
Yeah,
You know?
man, I used to take it so serious, dude. And, it started off so innocent, you know, just having fun, and like it just started off so innocent, man. There was no business behind it whatsoever when I first started rapping, and you know, fans out of good from a good place. Your fans, you know, the people, always your first fans are like your friends and your family. And they start telling you like, oh, you should have a CD, I'll buy it, you know. So then like you get a CD and they do, you know, and then you're like, man, if I just sold a bunch of these motherfuckers, I'll make a bunch of money. And then, you know, everybody's like, then they hit you with you should have a t-shirt or a hat or a fucking whatever. So then you get the shit, you know, and like, you know, you start chasing. It turns into a business.
Yeah. It's a dragon too, though, right? Like we're chasing something like,
even if you're trying to like build your name and you're like trying to build your brand and you're trying to build your name, you're really never you're never doing enough. You're always gonna need more money. You're always gonna need more time for more shit. Because like even when you're doing shit, there's a bunch of shit not getting done.
Right.
And like you get sucked into this vicious circle.
It's never enough. It feels like that too.
Of shit that's never enough. Yeah. And it's where it's like, because legitimately, you know, you got to do all that shit though.
Yeah.
But it just,
yeah.
Even with a team properly of like fucking 50 people, that's gonna turn into a whole new monster. And like you're gonna have more shit to do, and it still ain't gonna get done. You know, that's the shit I don't miss about the music, is when it turned into the business.
There's a lot of pressure for like an independent artist in a sense, yeah.
Man.
Because like that whole thing like that we always fantasized about when we were kids, about like, I don't know, I guess like the best example I have is like the whole Eminem, Dr. Dre, like getting discovered by someone and then like having everything taken care of after that in terms of like recording and advertising and, you know, marketing and all the shit that, you know, because you should be able to just sit back and focus on being the artist. You know what I'm saying?
It's really is,
because you're never gonna create the best shit.
You know, when you start making music and it's like decent and shit, all your friends and family and shit, they start hyping you, especially at first.
Yeah,
they just start hyping you.
It's a honeymoon period.
Yeah, they like start hyping you, and then you get sucked into it, man. And then you're like, you know.
It is a good feeling though, yeah. When you got like your first stack of CDs, like especially like the one with like your face on it, like with like Last Call, bro. Like when you got like the first bunch of Last Calls.
That was.
I felt it with Bottom of the Pyramid, but you were there for that too because you helped us. You know what I mean? Like with first time we opened those boxes on your kitchen table.
Yeah,
I was
man.
like, oh my god,
it's a big moment, man.
Yeah, we made this. Dude.
Yeah, because it's hard to actually do a whole project on your own.
Yeah,
and
it's a good feeling
to finish it. It's something, because most independent artists and guys that want to be rappers and stuff, they usually don't get to that point.
Don't get that far yet.
No, they really don't. They don't get to the point to close that deal.
But yeah, my friend, he spits out fire, bro, but he just spits at parties and shit. Like, he doesn't have no, like, he's on the Spotify,
right.
You know?
Right. So, like, you know, it's like, it was so easy just to get sucked into the whole shit, man. Because, like, yeah, man, you start getting fans that aren't friends and family. They're just like, it turns into like, basically it turns into where strangers support you more than your friends and family.
Yeah.
And then like, but like it's, you know, it's bittersweet. You know what I'm saying?
I can see how like the interaction kind of becomes. I don't want to say
after so long. They're like, okay, man.
Yeah. Maybe it is an addiction, right? Because like. after a while, like, you don't love your addiction. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you're like, man, maybe I don't need all these opinions on everything I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I felt. Like, because, like, I put too much weight on it, bro. Like, I put my heart into a song.
Yeah.
I drop it. Like, 2 likes. With 3 you know, like, and like, if I let that determine how I feel about the song in the long run, then, like, I will never love anything I ever do. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I have to remember who I am and, like, be confident in my abilities just so I can fucking, you know, exist. It's all good to cough, man. It's fucking, I
try not to cough with this motherfucking mic.
I know, bro. I can mute it for you. Hold up.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead. You can, yeah, get it all out, dude. Yeah, I do this shit all the time on this motherfucker, dude. Yeah,
short.
Yeah,
man.
Stoner podcast. You can't expect much else, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's all
but
good,
yeah, man. Before we started recording, I was telling Brian, I was like, dude, I'm to the point like where if I'm like meeting a girl's dad for the first time, like I won't even. Like, I'm damn sure not gonna say rapper, but I'm not. You know, I would never be like, oh yeah, I'm a musician, bro. Like, because he's gonna be like, no, I asked what you do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, well, fuck you then, Bill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's instantly bad. And I feel like that way, like, when I meet new people too in the adult world, like when I meet somebody and like, I'm never going to be like I was telling you, like somebody's like, yeah, that's my friend Derek. I'm never like, actually my name's Buddha and I spit hot fire.
Yeah.
So fuck you. You know, like I'm never going to do that in my life. I'm like, yeah, my name's Derek and I'm a recreational medical cannabis dispensary agent for the state of Illinois.
Yeah.
It's a really fancy way to say pot dealer. You know,
man,
it's funny, dude.
I leave my, I don't know, man. I'm pretty fucking. So when I stopped making music, dude, I became very unsocial because I think for many years I felt like I had to be overly social.
So now you're like recessive in a sense.
I was sharing like everything with everybody, man, and just like sharing too much of myself.
Made yourself too available.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And when I was like, man, I'm gonna initially, dude, I think it's been like 2 years or fucking 2.5 years since I dropped any new music, man. And like, it really was like some shit went down that just like felt like I got fucking fucked over.
Yeah.
And
you had no place to go with it.
It kicked the wind. It just took the wind out of me, dude.
Yeah.
And because it was very promising in the beginning, and just was like, got fucking kicked in the nuts by your homeboy and shit, man. Like I took it very personal. Like took a break, and I really just I was like, I need a fucking 2 weeks. It was like I've been going so hard for like 5-6 years now, just non-stop grinding, non-fucking stop since I started Black Flag Music. And dude, fuck, man, I was burnt out. It was like I need like a couple weeks, and it just never.
Couple weeks came, a couple months, and
it just the longer I wasn't.
Well, it seems like
worried about. I wasn't trying to worry about like I didn't have to worry about all that shit I was stressed out about, dude, and it felt good, man. Yeah. It just felt good. Yeah. And I was like, man.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you're doing well as well. Like your life whole, like everything kind of like upgraded, and you just spend time like grinding on yourself and.
Yes. It's really sad that like all the money, the time, the effort, our heart and soul, we put all that shit into the music, man. Like we put everything into it, and it's like it's one of those careers where it's like
it's a bottomless pit.
Like fuck you, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's not years. You spend years just grinding. It don't matter until you
until it does.
Yeah. With the cars, it's way more straightforward.
It matters instantly.
It matters instantly.
I put a part together, it fucking works or it doesn't. And fucking results.
There's no all this work for nothing shit.
Yeah. And you don't have to deal with the internet and people and shit.
So now like when I start making music, it's gonna be like
for you, right?
Yes. It's gonna be like really fucking hard for me to like I said, it's gonna be real hard for me to like take it serious. Yeah. Cause like I don't want to.
I think you'll open that valve though. Like I think you've like rusted over something that is there. because like what we're ignoring here in this like whole like perspective is an emotional aspect of you. That definitely exists, and there's like a ventilate. We've talked about it in the past. Like, there's a place and a time where like we do come to the mic, or we come to the pad, or we come. There's a time, dude. You know what I'm saying? You've been content, but you got some shit in you and you'll write about it, and you will.
No, I really will.
Once you open the valve, is what I'm saying. Like,
I will.
It's only rusted because you haven't turned it in a while. But like once you open that tap, dude, it's gonna fucking pour.
Well, even if I'm like pour my heart out on the track and everything, like.
You're gonna be like, man, this isn't gonna be marketable, and
no,
that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like, I'm like, it's gonna be too sad, and like,
I used to worry about every single thing like that, dude, and overanalyze and all that. I don't give. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna care anymore. That's where I'm at. It's you know, even if I'm doing the you know, like we did I Hope You Wake Up video.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
Yeah.
Content.
But it's uplifting as well.
Yeah, it was, you know, we had a good time shooting the video.
We did.
We weren't laughing at anything or making fun of anything anything, but we were happy to be there.
Yeah.
We felt proud.
Yeah.
Shit. You know, we were doing something good. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we were there laughing and cracking jokes this whole time or nothing. It was a serious tone. It's a sad subject and all that stuff.
Music with a message, though, right?
Well, yeah.
And
but like, you know, we even though it was sad and shit and like a sad subject and everything, and like I said, we weren't like laughing up in the cemetery or nothing like that. But it was like, I felt good that night. Yeah. When it was all over with.
Me too.
That was like, it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We weren't.
Same.
It wasn't like we were laughing and shit.
No.
Even like nah, I said I'm gonna have fun and shit.
Yeah.
These first couple tracks are just gonna be like fun, silly, light.
Got to.
But even if I drop some like real ass shit, like, you know.
Yeah. Well, the best part is you've done so many of those that anything you do, like say you do 8 songs that are just upbeat and uplifting, and some of them are silly and whatever. Yeah. And like and this is just all hypothetical. I don't know what the layout or whatever your drop's going to be. I'm just speaking, just for anybody listening, I'm speaking hypothetically. But like you drop 1 song on there or 2 songs that are just like, whatever those hard-hitting songs are that are emotional, there's going to be such quality fucking songs because that's what we're good at.
Right.
You know? Like, we're coming from a place where, like, those are the types of songs we like to make.
Right.
And then, like, all this other shit I have to think about. You know what I'm saying? Right. And, like, but I'm glad you're in a happy place because I think some of that shit's going to be more authentic. You know what I mean? Like it's cool that you're in a good place and you're creating from a place of, like, want. Like, I want to do this, not like I have to. Right. Like, that's a good place to be creating from, essentially, is what I'm just saying.
Totally, man.
Yeah. I think that'll help your happy, like, outlook and your perspective you're trying to push, like...
Yeah, if you're having fun, then that means you're not, like, forcing anything. Yeah. Because it becomes not fun.
Facts.
So it's just trying to switch a gear.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to use music as an escape to get away, too.
Right.
You know? So, like, even when I'm making it, right? Like, if I'm not having a good time, I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. I've sat here this whole time and thought about all the shit that was, like, not fun and the shit that was, like, really fun. Yeah. And I'm like, man, you know, because now my main focus is the cars.
Sure. But I mean, that's something that can be a primary source of income for you, you know, and it is like, it's regularly like exercising your tool that is working on cars and your ability to do things for other people eventually for money. Yeah. Because, I mean, you're already like crazy at flipping, or even...
I was still flipping cars when I was doing Black Fat music.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's rare to have somebody...
not at the rate and not...
It's rare to have somebody with your set of skills. In terms of like your ability to, I mean, I'm sure like if you've probably done car audio, but if not, you could get it overnight. I know you could, but like your auto body experience plus your ability to paint the way you can, and I'm not even talking about your artistic ability. I'm just talking about the way you can paint cars is quite fucking fantastic. It like looks like some showroom type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not something everybody can do. You should see some guy that's fucking, oh yeah, I painted my truck, and it's like some rattle can fucking job. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man.
No, you go crazy, dude.
I appreciate it,
and it's fucking fantastic. And then on top of that, like, yeah, you're an artist, and you have this artistic perspective, which not everybody in cars has, right? Like, for like design and all that shit, color composition, using contours in terms of design, and you know, like there's all kinds of things you've learned through art and experience in painting and stuff that
it's I you know, I like the artistic side of it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, because you're an artist through and through, bro. Just like seeing, I mean, I'm just talking about the rap shit and like writing and whatever, but like seeing your art, like where you go, like when you paint and when you go for like when you're drawing, and just your conceptualization of everything you do is very artistic, bro. And it's one of those things that like when, every time you do something like different or crazy, and I'm like, dude, like you fucking did that, like dude, like that happened a lot. Like whenever you were just steadily like showing, and you'll be like, oh man, I mean, it's just a little thing, you know. And I'm like, dude, it's fucking so cool, dude. You know,
I
like,
appreciate that.
That's
man.
what I mean. That's what we need friends for, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all almost enemies.
No,
like we're not gonna see. You were just saying shit like that about like my playing guitar, and like you know, it's like shit that we can't see because we're too close. You know what I'm saying? We're too close to it. Like you know, you painted that, so it's an extension of you. And if like whatever your opinion is of yourself is going to be reflected on that fucking, you know, and we're all our own worst enemy. So like even the most well put together person in the world has some type of negative opinion of themselves or their work.
Right.
And so like that's the negative skew that we put on our own shit. And so like
completely, man.
It takes me showing it to you and you being like, damn, that's fucking dope, for me to be like, man, maybe it is dope. You know?
No, like I said earlier, I think it's amazing, dude. I couldn't do that.
I can't wait to see what you do with the car stuff, dude. Because like if you put one, like half the passion towards that you put towards music, and just like the overall like full-time drive that you had towards music, dude, like, because you don't have to with cars, right? Like you work in a car for 8 hours and then you clock out for the day, but eventually you can flip it and it's one big payment if you have to,
right?
You know, but like with music, there's no payout.
Right.
It's just like, there could be one day, you know what I'm saying? But it's not guaranteed to anyone.
The whole thing is a gamble.
It's a gamble.
It's a gamble,
Now, this is one question I would ask you while we're on the topic. Have you ever thought, and I'm sure you have, and this is probably a dumb rhetorical question, but have you ever thought about how close you were?
Many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because not a lot of people know like exactly the full extent of like and fuck whoever the fuck was affiliated and whatever, but like dude, like there's a level, right? Like from local rapper to regional rapper to national rapper to professional rapper, right?
Right.
And there's these brackets, right? And nobody ever really gets out of the first bracket. Like almost nobody gets to the fucking regional / national rapper bracket. And you were there. Like, and I was like, you know, like essentially like I was on your label. So like you would introduce me to these crowds and whatever, but like you were at this point where you had now had like national notoriety in a sense, even if it was through one group of fans or whatever.
Right.
And this is something that not a lot of local rappers experience. And so it's a very unique perspective to come from, because honestly, that's the talent pool that either makes it or breaks it, right? Like we don't talk about like it might not happen, but like you never know unless you get to that bracket, because those are the grinders. Those are the people that have like sacrificed their life to get where they're at, right?
Man.
And they're like ride or die.
I honestly,
like I just bought a van and decked it out and fucking like I'm spending every money I have, every dollar I have, I'm putting t-shirts out. You know what I'm saying? Like you were just in there, bro, and you were just fucking grinding. And I know you made money eventually, but like it wasn't like how much you invested versus how much kickback we got, or any kickback that we got, was like fucking, you know. And I know it's glamorous to brag about money and rap songs and whatever, but like the real shit is like if you're an independent artist, you're reinvesting almost everything.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And that's like something that I would like to just highlight for people that want to do it. It's not that you shouldn't love music, but business ruins it.
You know, I bit off with like the merch orders and stuff. I would have these big expectations, so
yeah,
I would always like bite off a little more.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you know, a lot of the times you're sitting on merch, which becomes your profit.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
And it's very frustrating.
Because then it's stagnant, right?
Especially because you will do a head count, you know, and be like, hey, I'm ordering shirts. And then like 100 people say, yeah, I want one, you know. So you'll get 50.
Yeah, but 2 months and the design's played out, and you have to sell a new design.
Right.
And then you have
you'll get
boys.
100 people say they want it, you'll get 50, and fucking 24 people will buy it, you know, and then they like, it slows down really slow, and then you wind up with all these weird odd sizes. That's like your profit and shit. So like,
these fulfillment
you
places now are great.
Yeah, like, you know, there was best thing to do is cut the middleman out. You make the shirts,
right?
You know.
Yeah. And you got there too, man. Like there towards the end, bro. You bought the fucking
right.
You had the vinyl cutter. You had the press. Like you was doing everything and fucking.
Honestly, man, the closer I got to where I thought I really wanted to be, and I'll say that because I just really thought I wanted to always be at that level and that big level and everything. The more shit that was happening that was like getting closer to that, I swear to God, man, I was becoming someone that I just didn't even know anymore. And like, you know, it was dope to go to Colorado and shit and like do the art show and all that shit, right? And like spend time with fans and shit. But like, at the end of the night, I was sitting there like, man, and this is sound like whatever, people probably hate, whatever. But like, even at the gathering and shit, man, at the end of the night,
your ass out.
I swear to God, dude, I wish I was at home with my kid.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's a feeling you have,
and
right?
I'm like, damn, and I'm like, I just didn't even want that fucking whole lifestyle no more. I swear to God, it was like an epiphany, man. It just woke me up. I'm like, man, I see it like building and shit. And then like, even whenever like the shit kind of got weird, like I could have done a bunch of things. Like, when shit got weird with such and such and such and such and such and such, I could have just done a bunch of shit to fix it.
Yeah.
I could have just kissed a bunch of ass and just did a bunch of stuff and fixed it and shit. But like, I was standing on what I felt was like, you did me dirty, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not kissing your ring.
Yeah, everyone else plays that game with you and shit. I know it's gonna suck for me, but I'm not gonna be treated crazy like that, man. Yeah. And shit. It's a blessing in disguise. It was a blessing in disguise, man. It like
dodge the bullet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now, like sitting where we're at
looking
now,
back
looking
on
at that,
yes.
I mean, we know what we're talking about, but like dodge the bullet. In a sense, like the music industry is like that a lot, right? Because shit changes so quick. Like,
man,
even strange music or whatever you want to talk about, whatever label you're talking about, like fucking Casablanca was huge in the fucking 70s, and there is no Casablanca Records now. So there you go. Like Jive Records gone. You know what I'm saying? Like these are all major labels that have came and went. You know what I'm saying? So like. Everything that builds falls. Everything that builds is built to destroy at some point. Somebody else is going to acquire it or ruin it. It's going to be something different, And in the music industry, it seems like the closer we got to the show, because I was just like, and I want to thank you first off. I think I've thanked you before, but I definitely want to thank you for like kind of taking me along on that ride with you. You know what I'm saying? And like you opened a lot of doors for us, and it was cool. Like experience like some shit I would have never got to done. But also, like, it seemed like the closer we got, like, even just through you, like, just seeing, like, dirt that was done to you, or, like, just how the experience was, we were so ass out so much as a group, just even out there, like, we're spending money to go out there and do whatever, just to promo, and, like, to get nothing off of it in the end. And, like, we did that, like, willingly, like, happily. Like, we had the time of our lives doing that. And it is cool, but at the end of the day, like, it got nothing for us. Like, I always thought about that, like, with myself. Like, the juice had to be worth the squeeze. If I'm going out there to party, I'm going out there to party. But I have to be honest with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this worth? And like, those promotional efforts out there were just, seemed like, But bro, we were out there for, you know, to do those shows. The shows were amazing. I've never performed on a stage like that, you know. And I just want to thank you for doing that for us, dude.
No, I mean,
for me and CJ, I'm sure CJ feels the same way, you know. But it was an awesome experience, and even if it was short or whatever, dude, like.
So I feel like
I think we're on to bigger and better things, is what I'm saying to you. I think like that chapter of like whatever the fuck we were doing musically was such a small, like, even at the time, like for you it was a new crowd, for you it was a new crowd, for us, like, and while it was experiment, like that was never the end all be all of what the fuck we were doing. And so, like, it never will be. And, like, your whole new direction is uplifting, dude. And it looks good. Like, I'm excited. I've heard, like, some behind the scenes of, like, stuff you worked on, like, what, a year ago?
Probably.
Something like a year ago?
Probably.
And I'm sure it's going to switch, dude. But, like, I definitely, like, I think, like.
So, yeah, before COVID and shit,
yeah.
I had, like, 7 songs done for a new album.
Yeah.
And when COVID hit, I relocated, and you know, I've never plugged my shit in.
Yeah.
Back in.
You guys are building like
I could have been I could have been releasing like 1 song a month, and like, you know, I've debated on doing that. But
I kind of like
it. Just when the whole pandemic shit went down, I was just like, I'm gonna just chill. Like, I'm gonna let people just fucking. I'm gonna figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
And make sure my shit's straight.
We all kind of did.
Just focus on the family. Took a break from all of it.
Yeah.
Even the cars and shit. Yeah. I took a break for a minute and was like,
I don't think anybody went right into, like, there was a scare portion where like, we could all die.
Bruh.
There's no toilet paper at the store.
Man.
Like, we're all buying canned goods. This is fucking weird. I don't think any of us were like, damn, I'm gonna write this album right quick.
Right.
You know,
I took a whole break. I mean, Hobson was like fucking dropping
COVID bars
and shit. There was
stuck in Thailand, motherfucker. He had no choice. He was stuck in Thailand. He's like, bro, they won't let me out. This could be the last song I ever put out. Fucking.
Which Hobson is fucking dope. I'm not hating.
He has the ability to do that. We can't do it right like that.
Right.
Bro.
He's like,
I agree. I think your silence has been wow, as a person that enjoys your music, I've like found it a bit unsettling, but as your friend who I could see you like living a better quality of life, I'm happy for that. And also I think the silence has been good to build anticipation, because like if you just come out of left field, I was talking about the other Brian Mac 9 about this earlier. I was like, dude, it doesn't matter if I drop tomorrow or if I release flyers for a whole month and drop next month. I'm gonna have like relatively the same interaction due to like how like stagnant I've been.
Yeah.
You know, in a sense.
Yeah.
And so like I'm gonna have to come out of left field. Whatever I do is gonna have to get the attention that I desire. The attention's not gonna be there when I drop.
Right.
So like for you to like have silence, like if you come out of left field with a legit look, I mean like a fucking video of the bomb ass song, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's gonna be an insta hook for any fan base we had left and potential fan base.
Yeah, you asked me how I felt about being that close.
Music.
About being that close and everything.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot of shit during this whole process, man. I've learned a lot of fucking shit. I could turn it. I truly feel like I could turn it back on, and be.
Yeah, it's in you.
And to pick up where I was. My problem was always
the business side.
Well, the very next level.
Oh,
because I hit that ceiling a couple times, man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, there's still people that talk about your old group that you had initially, and like, dude, like that name still rings bricks in the bricks for no reason, and so it's like
I know how to hit that one roof, dog.
You were there, man.
I can turn it off and on,
couple
man.
Times.
I promise you, I can turn it off and on.
Yeah.
You know, it's why I've always told you guys I can't promise you that next level. Was like I can always get you to where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know, and like shit, man.
No, you did. It was nice, dude. Like, I mean, I was learning and growing too.
I tried to,
and it was cool to like be able to contribute eventually to like what we were trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because like you always had such, and it wasn't like I don't want to like because anybody that was like outside looking in, I'm sure it looked like you were like the leader and shit. Like, but you always asked us, like on anything for the label, you always asked us like opinions on. Like video, or like you guys have any ideas, or we're doing this, or do you like this, or you know what I mean? There was always like that. So like it was kind of like, it wasn't it was kind of a democracy in a sense. Like we all had a voice, we all had a thing to say, and so like that was nice always having that, because I felt like we grew with you. And I was learning, you know, obviously I went to school and all that shit. It was nice to be able to contribute in a sense. Like I didn't know how to make beats when we started.
Right.
So like eventually, like when I got to make beats, I was like, dude, we can make these beats. And I was so bummed that like the end of like the Dead Poets and all that stuff that we had was like right when I was starting to get good at the production. And I'm looking forward to like whatever the fuck, like me and you and Mac 9, and if CJ wants to get back, like whatever we do in the future, because we're all doing it for us now. Like I said, I was talking about the same thing with Mac 9. I'm gonna have him on the podcast real soon. It's like whatever the fuck we're doing, it like, because we've all reached that crossroads, that epiphany, so to speak, like you said earlier, where it's like if I'm not doing it for me, then I do it for nothing. Right. Because in a sense, like it's a gamble. There's no guarantee. It's like I'm not going to win the lottery just because I play the lottery.
Right.
But it doesn't stop people from going and fucking playing the lottery every morning.
Right.
And I'm still going to write that song because it feels good.
Yeah.
You know, like no drug I've ever taken has felt as good as like completing a project and like opening that box of CDs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like, dude, no drug I've ever done has ever felt that good.
Right.
You know, like that's a very accomplishing feeling. I mean, you feel that with the cars. It's like you set goals and smash, right?
Right.
And if it's like, even if it's like a part, or I'm going to get the suspension done this weekend or whatever, just like setting that goal and smashing, it's like insta results and shit. You know what I mean? Music's not so instant, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. There's man, it's a crazy little beast.
It really is.
She's a crazy gal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because you love and you hate her, man. Like the expression is real, bro. I could quit today and I'm still gonna write tomorrow. It was weird, bro.
Right.
It's weird, bro.
Yeah, it's a creative expression, man. The impact that, like, I hope you wake up,
man.
The impact it's had,
man.
Cause like, dude, I haven't dropped nothing new in hella, man. And I was flipping through the little, top stories or whatever on Facebook and shit. And I'm like scrolling through people, and I came across, like yesterday or the day before, man, I came across this girl, and it was her and her boyfriend, and she had a bunch of like a collage of pictures, and she had that song playing in the background. Nice. She was like, I miss you so much or whatever. And
was it our version or was it the original, the OG fucking?
It was the old one.
Yeah, amen.
But
it's either way.
The one we did, I love.
I love them both.
I like the one me and you did better.
Too. I do too. Yeah.
But I still get messages, man. I can't.
That's powerful, bro.
I'm not gonna out anybody or anything.
No, yeah.
I still get messages from people.
Yeah, song changed our lives and or it kept me off dope or God, dude.
Yes.
It's fucking powerful, man.
And there's some that they're open about it.
See, there's people that go to work and go home every day and they've never created anything in their lives.
Yeah.
And to hear that's probably crazy as fuck.
Yeah. If all the bullshit,
you save one life, bro. Worth it.
Right. Exactly. It's, I wish I would have spent more time in my career doing more positive style shit.
This is a man that donated like once every year to St. Louis Children's Hospital. I mean, I know he's not going to brag about it because like that's not what philanthropists do, but like in a sense, he's a philanthropist. Like not everybody's giving away money. It's not like this, he's got money, he's comfortable, but it's not like he's like a millionaire or anything. And so like, for him to come out of pocket thinking about other people, I know you do it in the spirit of your mother, but it's a very noble thing to do for someone on a local level. You know what I mean? Like even to throw an event and put all your blood, sweat, and tears into something like that is a really noble thing to do, dude.
Man, dude, that's cool.
I just want to give you your roses. You're my friend, bro. I'm giving you your roses right now. Like, I know not everybody takes compliments well, but
man, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So,
because like I always tell people that like don't know you that they don't know you.
It really bums me out that one of the reasons I stopped doing that is because so I would have to promote the shit out of that to raise money to do that.
Yeah.
And it
was a lot.
And people I grew up with, like haters or whatever, people I thought were my friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because we're friends on Facebook still, and like we're cool, but like low key throwing shade, talking about I do this for attention.
Right.
You know, and
ridiculous.
Well, you know, I didn't feel like I need to justify myself to these people one at a time or anything, or confront people or whatever, right?
Or at all.
But so like, I heard it. You know, it was like, damn, man, if I don't promote this, I'm not going to raise a bunch of money. But if I do promote it, I am going to raise a bunch of money. The first couple years, my manager was like, we need to call, you know, I called the news stations, and because she's like, we need to call these people, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I've already called the newspapers, and, you know, I told them all about what you're doing and this and that. And I'm like, oh, shit. I was like,
That's a lot at first.
I didn't want to turn it into like this big spectacle circus or whatever, man.
Yeah.
I had no idea if this was gonna work or not.
Yeah.
Or any of that.
See, with the good comes the bad, though, right, Brian? Like you're doing something good in your heart.
Each year I was like, you know what, we need to make this bigger, because the bigger the more we would raise.
Facts.
So, but then, you know, it's like being slapped in their face a lot, because I'm promoting it to raise the fucking money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
well, it's like the same thing with like the yeah, man.
And then like, yeah, dude. So I was just it
became the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Even with the shoot your local heroin dealer T-shirts.
Yeah. People expected you to be an angel.
And then you know, the even the I hope you wake up, man. Like,
yeah, certain
people, they took it the wrong way. Like I was trying to capitalize on
like
shit like
profit
that.
On death,
you know,
and
man, they just.
You see, but like I feel like those people are gonna find the negative side of anything.
All that shit is like, you know. Yeah, they don't understand the messages and shit that I get from these people. Yeah. They don't understand. Like, dude, I lost hella people in my life to heroin. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, good people, they have died from that shit. So, like, there was some, like, that came from a real place. That's why I got a good reaction, you know, because it was some real shit.
When I listen to that song, dude, I hear that in your voice.
Yeah, it wasn't no...
Like, bro, like, it's a very honest song. Like, you listen to the words in the song, like, you're right. Like even just, like, the hook. Just, like, you know, like, that's not a joke. That's my little brother, bro. Like, just based off stories, being your friend that you've told me about your life and about the experiences you've had, like, like, just shit like that, like, bro, got to me. Boom. Like, because I was a brother. That's some real shit that he just wrote from his heart.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When people hear that, like, bro, I felt that. When I, like, just... I could not be your friend, and I could listen to that and hear the authenticity in that song. Anybody that's hating, I feel like those people that saw the negative side of whatever the fuck, like they were trying to spin a negative spin, like act like you were capitalizing on people dying or whatever. They're gonna find the negative side of anything. You know what I mean? And they probably have very negative outlooks towards like everything, or they, you know.
No, it really sucked, man. 'Cause like that's like. I didn't want people thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I don't want to confront these people either. Like every person that says it, because then I'm like arguing with a bunch of people and shit online and shit. You know, so like, you know, little by little, man, everything, like I said, with the music shit became just more and more stressful.
So moving forward, how do you defeat that? You just don't even worry about none of it and just drop whatever you want when you want.
It's a whole different game.
Because I have to give myself that freedom now, to be honest with you, bro.
It's a whole different game plan for me, man.
If it gets too serious, like that sucks. Because I'm really dedicated, actually. So like to listeners, that sounds fucking terrible. Because I'm not talking about gets too serious.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when it gets like it's a job. Like I'm fucking here. Like I gotta clock in. Fuck, I have to be here.
Yeah.
Like anytime it's like that, then it's a problem. I have to step outside of the room even for 5 minutes and then come back to it.
Yeah.
And I mean that's important for me. But like I have to do it because I want to now. Yeah. I agree. Well, shit, man, we're getting on those Joe Rogan hours of this fucking podcast, dude. But we've touched on a lot of good shit. I want to have you back on if you'd like to come back. For sure, man. I've had such a good time catching up with you, dude. And thank you for being on and, just letting everybody hear your perspective and shit. We had a good time, dude. I had fun talking to you. Like, touched on aliens and fucking, you know, like,
I know, man.
went back and
Good
forth.
times, man.
We talked about the life of a musician, and, you know, it's
Yeah, man.
It's good shit, bro.
You know, I wish everybody all the luck in the world, and to each his own, and peace, love, and harmony, and all that good stuff, man.
All that good stuff.
Enjoy life, man, and love each other, and
peace, love, and hair grease, y'all.
Hell yeah, man. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, yay.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Yo.
All right, y'all. Big Buddha Podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. You can find me on the Facebooks, on the YouTubes, Spotify's, iHeartRadios, and shit real soon. Getting back, I'm trying to find the right podcasting platform to host my shit on, but I'll be up there real soon. Thanks for hanging out with me. Share with your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your mom's mom. We're kicking it. Next episode, real soon. Bye.